This is your prophecy update. Jesus prophesied in Luke 17, verses 29 through 30, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. This tells us that the sin of homosexuality will be prevalent in the end time. Well, LifeSite News reports that pastors have issued a powerful statement against gay marriage and that liberals are furious. So LifeSite News reports that just last week, an evangelical coalition released a statement affirming biblical-based sexual morality, calling homosexuality and transgenderism an essential departure from Christian faithfulness. The Council on Biblical Manhood and Womanhood, or CBMW, a coalition of mostly Southern Baptist and Presbyterian leaders, met to address increasing societal confusion, I'm sure many of you have seen that, about gender and sexuality. The scholars, pastors, authors, radio personalities, and other co-signed a Nashville Statement, is what it's called, delineating 14 brief, simple affirmations and their contrasting denials regarding natural marriage. It was released Tuesday, and the joint statement connects the acceptance of one's biological gender and fidelity to traditional marriage with God's intentional plan for all people. The authors point out that one of God's universal intentions for humanity is heterosexual marriage. One of its articles in the document states, "We affirm that God has designed marriage to be a covenantal, sexual, procreative, lifelong union of one man and one woman as husband and wife, and is meant to signify the covenant love between Christ and His bride, the church. We deny that God has designed marriage to be a homosexual, polygamous, polyamorous relationship. We also deny that marriage is a mere human contract rather than a covenant made before God." Well, the World Religion News then reports that thousands of Christian leaders have denounced the Nashville Statement and that stating that its statements are incompatible with the modern age. Now, it states that Christian leaders, advocates, theologians, and pastors in the thousands have roundly denounced the so-called brutal Nashville Statement. They have described its content as virulently anti-LGBTQ. In response to a rebuttal to the Nashville Statement, Christians United issued their own statement. One of its articles, and this is a rebuttal, states that we affirm that God designed marriage to be a covenant bond between not man and woman, but human beings who have committed to love, serve, and live a life faithfully committed to one another over the course of a lifetime. We deny that God intended human romantic relationships to be limited to one man and one woman, and declare that any attempts to limit the sacred or civil rights of humans to covenant and commit to love and serve one another is an affront to God's created design. There you have it. That's their rebuttal to the Nashville Statement. Well, of course, as you might be able to tell what I'm fixing to say, open support for the LGBTQ lifestyle in our society is nothing more than the ongoing fulfillment of the Lord Jesus' prophecy in Luke 17:29 through 30, stating that in the end time, it would be just as it was in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah.